Hello, welcome to the course on microwave engineering. Dear students, in the last class we have derived general solution of TEM, TM and TE mode. Now in today's class we will going to analyze rectangular waveguide. Means we will do the analysis of rectangular waveguide in today's class. So we will do the analysis of rectangular waveguide by considering TE mode as well as TM mode. Now what is rectangular waveguide? So as you can see in the figure, rectangular waveguide is having rectangular cross section. उसका जो क्रॉस सेक्शन होता है वो रेक्टेंगुलर होता है. It width is A and height is B. So rectangular waveguide has width A and height B. Now we are going to analyze this rectangular waveguide by considering first TE mode, then we will analyze using TM mode. We will not going to analyze this waveguide using TEM mode because the waveguide does not support propagation of TEM mode. So we will only consider TE and TM mode. Now if we consider the TE mode first, then T stands for transverse electric. It means that the electric field component in the direction of propagation is 0 and magnetic field component in the direction of propagation is not 0. So here if we consider the direction of propagation is Z, then Z is equal to 0 as Z does not 0. Now to start with, if we consider the boundary condition for rectangular waveguide, then at every walls of this waveguide the Ez will be tangential, hence it will be 0. So at every wall of the waveguide Ez will be 0. Similarly at x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, at x is equal to A, y is equal to B, the Ez will be 0. If we consider the another boundary condition, that is if Ex is tangential for the top and bottom surface, then Ex will be 0 for y is equal to 0 and y is equal to B. Similarly, if Ey will be tangential for side walls, for these side walls, then Ey will be 0 for x is equal to 0 and x is equal to A. Correct? So these are the boundary conditions for rectangular waveguide. Now using Helmholtz equation from the general solution of TE mode, which we derived in the last lecture, it is del square divided by del x square plus del square divided by del y square plus kc square into sz xy is equal to 0, where kc is nothing but it is the cutoff wave number. Now using method of separation of variable, we can write this sz xy as x of x into y of y. Now if we use this over here, then we have y del square x divided by del x square plus x del square divided by del y square plus kc square into x of x into y of y is equal to 0. We have just replaced this sz xy by this x of x and y of y. Now dividing this above equation by xy, x and y, matlab xy, then what we will get? 1 over x del square x divided by del x square plus 1 over y del square y divided by del y square plus kc square is equal to 0. So just we have divided this above equation by xy. Okay, we divide by xy. Now we already know this kc square can be written as kx square plus ky square. That is, we have written this kc square in terms of its rectangular component, and also the kc is nothing but kc is equal to square root of k square minus beta square. Using this fact in above equation and using the separation of variable, we can solve this second order differential equation. And solution to this second order differential equation is del square x divided by dx square plus kx square into x is equal to 0, del square y divided by del y square plus ky square into y is equal to 0. and if we solve these two equation, above two equation, we will get x of x is equal to a cos kx into x plus b sin kx into x. Similarly, y of y is equal to c, capital C cos ky into y plus d sin ky into y, where a, b, c, d are the constant and they can be found by applying the boundary conditions. Now, we already know this sz xy is equal to x of x into y of y, and we already got this value of x of x into y of y. So if we put this x of x in and y of y in this equation, we will get general solution as the sz xy is equal to a cos kx into x plus b sin kx into x, c cos ky into y plus d sin ky into y. Now we do not have any boundary condition for this component sz, so we will convert this sz in terms of ex and ey. So we already derived this component ex and ey for TE mode in last class, and which are nothing but the ex is equal to minus j omega mu divided by kc square del sz divided by del y, and ey is equal to j omega mu by kc square del sz divided by dy del x. Now in this equation, if you put this value sz, okay, यहाँ पे sz की वैल्यू रख के, and if we take the derivative of it and solving it, we will get the ex and ey as ex is equal to minus j omega mu by kc square ky a cos x into x plus b sin kx into x minus c sin ky into y plus d cos ky into y. Similarly, ey field component is given as j omega mu by kc square kx minus a sin kx x plus b cos kx into x, c cos ky y plus d sin ky y. So we have converted this sz in terms of ex and ey. Now we apply the boundary conditions in this ex and ey. What we have? So boundary condition will be at y is equal to 0 and b, we have ex xy is equal to 0. At x is equal to 0 and a, we have ey xy is equal to 0. So if we put ex is equal to 0 at y is equal to 0 in this equation, ex is equal to 0 for y is equal to 0, we will get d is equal to 0. This constant d is equal to 0. Similarly, if we put ey is equal to 0 for x is equal to 0 in this equation, ey is equal to 0 for x is equal to 0 in this equation, then we will get the constant b that is equal to 0. Similarly, if we apply the second boundary condition, that is x is equal to a, then we will get the value of kx, that is kx is equal to m pi by a. Similarly, if we apply the second boundary condition, that is y is equal to b, we will get value of ky to be n pi by b. So by applying this boundary condition, we will get the value of this constant as well as kx and ky. So if you put all this रिलेशन इन इक्वेशन ऑफ एच जेड का जो फॉर्मूला है उसमें ये कांस्टेंट की वैल्यू और वो सब रख दे हम, ओके, देन व्हाट वी विल गेट, दैट इज एच जेड एक्स वाई जेड इज इक्वल टू ए एम एन कॉस एम पाई बाई एक्स कॉस एन पाई बाई वाई बी इंटू ई रेज टू माइनस जे बी जेड. करेक्ट. तो यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया कि ये ए और सी को कंबाइनली, ये ए और सी को कंबाइनली हमने, सॉरी यहाँ पे कि ए और सी को कंबाइनली हमने ए एम एन से रिप्रेजेंट कर दिया, वेयर एम एंड एन आर shows the half wave variation along x axis and n shows the half wave variation along y axis. ओके, सो हमने ये ए एंड सी को हमने रिप्रेजेंट किया ए एम एन से ओवर हियर. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द जनरल सॉल्यूशन वी गॉट ऑफ द एच ऑफ एच जेड एक्स वाई जेड, दैट इज ए एम एन cos m pi by x by divided by cos n pi y divided by b into e raised to minus j beta z. Now if you put this value in all the component of hx, hy, ex and ey that we derived in the last class, okay, that we will get all the component like this. okay, ये ex का फॉर्मूला, ey का फॉर्मूला, hx and hy का फॉर्मूला टी मोड के लिए हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में डिराइव किया था. उसमें हम एच जेड की ये वैल्यू रख दे. लेट मी शो यू दैट इक्वेशंस. ओके, सो दिस आर दी एक्स, इक्वेशन ऑफ एक्स, इक्वेशन ऑफ ई वाई, इक्वेशन ऑफ एच एक्स एंड इक्वेशन ऑफ एच वाई. यहाँ पे एच जेड की जगह पे जो अभी हमने सॉल्यूशन निकाला वो यहाँ पे रख दे एंड उसको हम सॉल्व करें. देन वी विल गेट द इक्वेशंस आर that are Ex is equal to j omega mu n pi divided by kc square into b, amn cos m pi x divided by into sin n pi y divided by b into e raised to minus j beta z. Similarly, equation of Ey, equation of Hx and equation of Hy. Okay, so these are the transverse field component Hx, Hy, Ex, Ey in for TE mode in rectangular waveguide. Now, अगर हम यहाँ पे जो TE मोड है, ओके, इसके लिए फील्ड कंपोनेंट की बात करें, सो इफ यू पुट m is equal to 0 and n is equal to 0 in above equation, okay, then only Sz will be present. So by considering the value of m to be 0 and value of n to be 0 over here, this all components become 0. यहाँ पे m 0 रखेंगे, n 0 रखेंगे तो ये 0 हो जाएगा, तो ये पूरा ex 0 हो जाएगा. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे m इज इक्वल 0 रखेंगे तो ey 0 हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे hx में भी m 0 रखेंगे तो sin 0 हो जाएगा, तो पूरा टर्म 0 हो जाएगा. hy भी पूरा 0 हो जाएगा. मतलब इफ यू कंसीडर द मोड दैट इज TE00, if you consider the mode that is TE00, that is m is equal to 0, n is equal to 0, then only Sz will be present. मतलब ये Sz ही सिर्फ प्रेजेंट होगा, बाकी सब 0 हो जाएगा. सिमिलरली इफ यू कंसीडर m ग्रेटर देन 0, n इज इक्वल टू 0, मतलब m की 0 से कोई भी ज्यादा वैल्यू कंसीडर करे एंड n इज इक्वल टू 0, देन Ey, Hx and Hz are present. If you consider m is equal to 0 and n greater than 0, then Ex, Hy and Hz are present. And if you consider m greater than 0, n greater than 0, then all the components are present. That are Ex, Ey, Hx, Hy and Hz are present in rectangular waveguide. Now for rectangular waveguide, the lowest cutoff frequency will occur for T10 mode. So lowest cutoff frequency will occur for T10 mode and this mode is known as a dominant mode. हमें पता है कि dominant mode किसको बोलते हैं? The mode which has the lowest cutoff frequency is known as a dominant mode. So these are the expression or field component for TE mode in the rectangular waveguide. And depending on the value of m and n, we have the different modes in different field components which are present in the rectangular waveguide for the specific mode. Now, after analyzing the TE mode in rectangular waveguide, we will do the analysis of TM mode in the rectangular waveguide in the similar way. So, the condition for TM mode, that is, the magnetic field component in the direction of propagation is 0 and electric field component in the direction of propagation is not 0. And using the Helmholtz equation from the general solution of TM mode that we derived in the last class, the equation is del square x del square divided by del x square plus del square divided by del y square plus kc square into zxy is equal to 0. Now using method of separation of variable, we can write z x comma y is equal to x of x into y of y. And using this in this expression, instead of this zxy, if we put x of x into y of y, then we will get this formula, second order differential equation, this formula, that is y del square divided by del x square plus x del square divided by del y square plus kc square x of x into y of y is equal to 0. Now dividing this both the side by xy, we will get the second order differential equation, that is 1 over x del square x divided by del x square plus 1 over y del square y divided by del y square plus kc square is equal to 0. Now using separation of variable and using the fact that is kc square is equal to kx square plus ky square, that is kc square is equal to kx square plus ky square So basically kc square, kc and ky are the rectangular component of the kc. Using this and separation of variable of method, we will get these two differential equation, that is del square x divided by dx square plus kx square into x is equal to 0, d square y divided by dy square plus ky square into y is equal to 0. And solving this above differential equation, we will get two solutions. One is x of x is equal to capital A cos kxx plus capital B sin kxx. Similarly, y of y is equal to c cos ky into y plus d sin ky into y, where a, b, c, d are the constant, okay, and its value can be found by applying the boundary conditions. And we already know this zxy is nothing but x of x into y of y. Zxy, that is x of x into y of y, correct? So using value of x of x and y of y, we can write down zxy as, okay, that is inside bracket a cos kxx plus b sin kxx, c cos kyy plus d sin kyy, where a, b, c, d are the constant and they can be found by applying boundary conditions. Now let's apply boundary conditions and try to find out this value of this constant. So what is which are the boundary condition for z? So z will be 0 at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. Similarly, z is equal to 0 for y is equal to 0 and y is equal to b. So putting z is equal to 0 for x is equal to a, z is equal to 0 for x is equal to a, we will get z is equal to 0 for x is equal to a, x is equal to 0, we will get value of a to be 0, constant a is equal to 0. Similarly, if we apply second boundary condition, that is y is equal to 0 and z is equal to 0, we will get the value of c, that is equal to 0. Similarly, for x is equal to a, we will get constant kx to be m pi by a, and y is equal to b, the ky will be n pi by b, n pi by b. So kx and ky value will be m pi by a and n pi by b. Now, using above results in this expression zxy, it can be written as zxyz is equal to b subscript mn sin m pi x divided by a into sin n pi y divided by e raised to minus j beta z, where b mn we have replaced this b and d by bmn. नाउ हमने जो टीएम मोड के लिए जो ट्रांसफर फील्ड कंपोनेंट जो डिराइव किए थे लास्ट क्लास में, वो कंपोनेंट में अगर हम इजेड की वैल्यू रखें और उसका मतलब डिफरेंशिएशन करें, डेरिवेटिव करें, देन वी हैव द फोर फील्ड कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ टीएम मोड विच आर एच एक्स, एच वाई, ई एक्स एंड ई वाई. ये चारों फील्ड कंपोनेंट हमने लास्ट लेक्चर में डिराइव किए थे. उसमें उसके जो फॉर्मूला उसमें ई जेड एक्स वाई की जगह पे, एक्स वाई जेड की जगह पे हमें ये वैल्यू रख के उसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, देन वी विल गेट दी एच एक्स टू बी जे ओमेगा एप्सिलॉन एन पाई डिवाइड बाय बी के सी स्क्वायर बी एम एन साइन एम पाई एक्स डिवाइड बाय cos n pi y divided by e raised to minus j beta z. Similarly, we will get all these components that are given over here, hy, ex and ey. So we got the field component hx, hy, ex and ey for TE mode in rectangular waveguide. Now here you can see the particular field component, that is hx, hy, ex, ey, that depends on the value of m and n. So suppose if we consider the mode, that is TM00, TM00 in rectangular waveguide, then here TM00 means the value of m is equal to 0, value of n is equal to 0. So if we put the value of m is equal to 0 over here and n is equal to 0, then here if we put m is equal to 0, then sine becomes 0, this sine component becomes 0, so this will be 0. Similarly, you can find in all these component, if you put m is equal to 0, n is equal to 0, then this all component will be 0. Okay, मतलब hx, hy, ex, ey as well as ez also become 0. This component is also become 0. It means that for TM00 this mode cannot propagate in the rectangular waveguide because we do not have any field component for this specific mode in rectangular waveguide. So this is a non-propagating mode in rectangular waveguide. Similarly, if we consider TM01, मतलब if m is equal to 0 and n is equal to 1, then similarly if we use this m is equal to 0 and small n is equal to 0 in above component, then no mode will be propagated. All the field component will become 0. All this field component will becomes 0. So TM01 mode cannot propagate through the rectangular waveguide. Similarly, if we consider TM10 mode, then over here m is equal to 1, n is equal to 0. Then if you use this condition, small m is equal to 1, n is equal to 0, then also this all the field components become 0. Even Ez is also become 0. It means there is a no field component for these three modes. It means these three modes cannot exist, cannot propagate through the rectangular waveguide. So there are three TM modes which are TM00, TM01, TM10 which cannot propagate through the rectangular waveguide. So if we have value of m और n, दोनों में से कोई भी वैल्यू 0 होगी, वो मोड रेक्टेंगुलर वेवगाइड से प्रोपोगेट नहीं होगा. So propagating modes are TM11 and higher order modes. Clear? Okay. So आज के लेक्चर में हमने क्या डिस्कस किया? So in today's class we have analyzed the rectangular waveguide by considering T and TM mode, and we have find out the applying boundary conditions. We have find out the field components for TM modes. Okay, and we have also discussed about the concept of dominant mode in rectangular as well as in the rectangular waveguide for T and TM mode. So I hope कि आज के लेक्चर में जो हमने डिस्कस किया आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. Rest of year we'll discuss other aspect of this course in our next video lecture. Thank you very much.